Have you ever had the sensation that your thoughts somehow create your reality? Perhaps you've wondered about an old friend and then they text you out of the blue. Or you've had a goal in mind really clearly, and opportunities began opening up as though the universe were conspiring on your behalf. Coincidence? Or something more? What if I told you that science is finally catching up to what ancient wisdom has been speaking about for centuries? That everything, your mind, your energy, and the universe, is all connected. And at the center of it all is something called quantum entanglement, a mystifying phenomenon in physics that demonstrates that two things, no matter how far apart they are, can instantly become connected. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Your subconscious mind is the operating system in the background of your life. It contains your beliefs, your fears, your habits, essentially everything that determines how you experience reality. What if quantum entanglement mastery could provide you with the key to tapping into the unseen energy of your subconscious so you can bring into being the life you desire? That's exactly what we're heading into. This isn't just some abstract theory. We're blending science with manifestation techniques, so by the end of this, you'll have a clear understanding of how quantum entanglement works without the confusing physics jargon, how your subconscious mind holds the power to transform your life, how to bridge the gap between quantum science and manifestation, practical steps to harness your hidden energy and create real change. Regardless of why you're here, whether out of curiosity, doubt, or sheer enthusiasm, get ready, because when you observe how your subconscious and quantum entanglement play off one another, you will never perceive life in the same light again. Have you ever considered why some things in your life repeat, both positive and negative? Perhaps you always seem to attract the same kind of relationship, or perhaps no matter how much you labor, financial wealth is always elusive. Conversely, perhaps you have seen that others appear to achieve success easily, as if the universe is forever conspiring for them. What if I told you that these patterns don't occur by chance? What if your unconscious mind, the part of your brain that functions below your awareness, is actually controlling your life like an autopilot program? And even more astonishing, what if your unconscious is communicating with the quantum field, affecting things on a level beyond our physical sight? In this video, we're exploring how your subconscious mind works as a quantum processor that creates your reality based on what you expect and believe. At the end of this, you'll know how your subconscious mind creates your reality, why scientists think the brain could be running on quantum rules, how thoughts operate like entangled energy in the universe, how to change your thought patterns to create a new reality. Let's begin with what's going on within your mind. Dr. Joseph Murphy, in his famous book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, explains that your subconscious is like fertile soil. It grows whatever seeds you plant in it. And those seeds, your beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. Think about a farmer planting seeds. If they plant apple seeds, they're not going to get oranges. The subconscious mind works the same way. If you keep feeding it thoughts of lack, fear, and limitation, that's exactly what it will grow in your reality. If instead, you plant thoughts of success, confidence, and abundance, your subconscious will shape your experiences to match those beliefs. Now here's the catch. Most of what's in your subconscious wasn't put there by you consciously. From childhood, we absorb beliefs from parents, teachers, society, and past experiences. If you grew up hearing things like, money is hard to come by, love always ends in heartbreak, I'm just not lucky, then those beliefs got buried deep into your subconscious and now shape the reality you experience. You might want success, love, or happiness, But if your subconscious mind is programmed with limiting beliefs, it will keep pulling you back into the same old patterns. So, how does this connect with quantum mechanics? Let's dig deeper. Is the brain a quantum machine? For decades, scientists considered the brain to be a biological computer, an organ that deals with information in a linear, logical manner. However, new research indicates that the brain might actually function on quantum principles, which would account for why our thoughts have such a strong impact on reality. In the quantum brain, scientists investigate if quantum processes are potentially occurring within neurons, so that the brain may process information outside of time and space, while classical computers operate sequentially step by step. Quantum computers, and potentially our brains, operate non-linearly and multidimensionally, just like quantum entanglement. How quantum processes might work in the brain. Scientists hypothesize that neurons could be utilizing quantum superposition, where multiple options are simultaneously available prior to a choice being made, such as Schrödinger's cat, both living and dead, until observed. Brainwaves could also synchronize like entangled particles, thus accounting for humans experiencing intuition, telepathy, or having a flash of insight. The subconscious mind might be functioning on a quantum basis, where links between thoughts and outside occurrences feel like accidents, but are instead trends of energy compatibility. And if true, your thoughts are no longer just your thoughts. They are signals that affect reality at a quantum level. Which leads me to one of the most amazing ideas: how quantum mechanics relates to thought patterns. We have already determined that quantum entanglement is that two things are able to become connected, even over great distances. Researchers have demonstrated that when two particles become entangled, altering one of them will instantaneously alter the other, even when they are separated by light years. Now, envision this principle operating in your thoughts. All that exists in the universe, including your mind, consists of energy, and every thought you think produces a vibrational frequency that sends ripples through the quantum field. This is why, when you're concentrating on fear, you attract more to fear. When you're abundant, you attract more abundance. When you strongly believe in an outcome, the universe orchestrates circumstances to align with it. This is not fantasy. This is physics in action. Your mind works like entangled particles, having an effect on the world that you can't even see. Have you ever noticed how certain individuals always happen to be where they need to be, when they need to be there? It's not chance, it's synchronicity. Their subconscious has already conditioned themselves to anticipate achievement, so their energy is aligned with those opportunities. Someone who always anticipates adversity, on the other hand, will subconsciously reject or disregard the very opportunities which can transform their life. This is why two individuals can possess the same background and qualifications, but one takes off while the other stays stagnant. Their mindset determines their energy field, which then determines how reality responds to them. If your subconscious is shaping your reality at a quantum level, how can you reprogram it to work in your favor? Here are 3 powerful steps. 1. Identify and rewrite your limiting beliefs. Start paying attention to your thoughts, especially around money, relationships, and self-worth. When you catch a limiting belief, rewrite it into an empowering one. Instead of, "I'm always broke," say, "Money flows to me easily." Instead of, "Love is hard to find," say, "I attract loving, meaningful relationships." 2. Use visualization to send signals to the quantum field. Each evening before sleep, take 5 to 10 minutes to imagine your perfect world. Experience the feelings as if it were already occurring. Your subconscious mind can't distinguish between a real and imagined event, so it begins to work to bring your vision into being. 3. Raise your vibrational frequency. The simplest way to change your energy, gratitude and happiness. Quantum physics tells us that when we're in a high vibration, we tend to attract more high vibration experiences. Action step. Every morning, list 3 things you're grateful for. This small shift in focus rewires your subconscious and aligns your energy with abundance. Science and spirituality are at last converging to demonstrate what many ancient traditions have long indicated. Your mind doesn't just remain in your head, it forms reality itself. By realizing that your subconscious mind works similar to a quantum processor, you now possess the authority to reprogram past beliefs, alter your thought process, and harmonize with the success energy. And the great news: as soon as you begin applying these principles with awareness, life won't just be something that's happening to you anymore. You'll know that you've had control over it the whole time. Have you ever had the sense that there is an unseen power within you waiting to be tapped? A force that, if tapped in the right way, would lead you to success, joy, and even improved health? If you have, you're not alone. This concept, that we have access to an unlimited universal energy, has been pursued in spiritual communities for centuries. But what if science, and specifically quantum physics, is now validating it? Here, we'll dissect how Charles F. Haanel's The Master Key system describes this unseen energy and how you can tap into it through concentration, visualization, and affirmations. You'll also receive actionable steps to align yourself with the quantum energy field and bring your desires into being. You'll learn how your thoughts affect the universal energy field, why concentrated attention is an effective manifestation tool, how affirmations and reprogramming your mind change your reality, easy everyday techniques to help you access quantum energy, the concept of universal energy. In the Master Key system, Haanel illustrates the universe as a huge, intelligent field of energy in which everything is intertwined. He reveals that thoughts are not merely psychological processes, they are actual forces that affect this field. Now let's relate this to quantum physics. Researchers have discovered that particles will behave differently based on whether or not they are being observed. This is referred to as the observer effect. This implies that consciousness has a role in determining reality. Haanel's teachings support this concept. Your thoughts are like signals. When you think something with sufficient focus and belief, you transmit a frequency into the universe. The universe answers back by matching the frequency. This is the foundation of the law of attraction. You have to be harmonious with what you desire. If your thoughts are random or laced with doubt, you give out mixed signals which hold back manifestation. In simpler words, you draw in what you think of most. If you have your mind dwelling on issues, you will see more issues. If you concentrate on possibilities, you will begin to notice them everywhere. Therefore, how do we channel this energy in the right way? By concentration and visualization. Concentration and visualization as a quantum tool. Haanel stresses focus as a key ability for manifestation. Why? Where your attention goes, energy flows. Imagine your mind as a magnifying glass in the sun. If you hold it still, the focused sun can ignite a fire. But if you keep moving it back and forth, nothing ignites. Your thoughts are the same. How visualization works on a quantum level, scientists suggest that when you visualize something vividly, your brain starts acting as if it's real. Studies show that athletes who mentally rehearse their performance activate the same brain regions as those actually practicing. Harnell teaches that when you visualize your desires clearly with strong emotions, you impress them upon your subconscious mind. The more real it feels to you, the faster your energy aligns with it. Action step. The 5-minute visualization method. Scientists believe that if you vividly imagine something, your brain begins to act as if it existed. Research indicates that athletes who mentally practice what they do switch on the same areas of the brain as when they are practicing in reality. Harnell teaches that if you vividly imagine your wishes clearly, with emotions, you stamp them upon your subconscious mind. The more vivid it is for you, the quicker your energy gets aligned with it. Action step. The 5-minute visualization technique. Get yourself to a quiet spot where you won't be interrupted. Close your eyes and breathe deeply to calm down. Visualize your goal in vivid detail. See it, hear it, feel it. Imagine already possessing it. Feel the feelings of joy, thankfulness, and accomplishment. Maintain this image for 5 minutes, then let it go, believing the universe will answer. The process assists you in zeroing in on the frequency of the energy of what you desire, increasing its likelihood of manifestation. If thoughts shape reality, then repeating certain thoughts can reprogram your subconscious to achieve success. Harnell teaches that affirmations, positive, present tense statements, help change your mental programming. This is purely consistent with quantum mechanics because energy responds to intention. When you state, "I am rich, well, and successful," you are not merely saying a few words, you are rewiring your mind to accept this reality. Over time, this creates an energy shift, which delivers opportunities in alignment with your new paradigm. Why affirmations? Work like quantum entanglement. Just like two entangled particles instantly influence each other, your affirmations send signals into the quantum field, drawing back matching experiences. Low energy affirmations. "I hope one day I'll be successful." The universe responds with more hoping energy, keeping success at a distance. High energy affirmations. "I am already successful. Everything I need is flowing to me." The universe aligns circumstances to match that belief. Action step. 3 affirmations to unlock your hidden energy. I am in perfect harmony with the universe. My energy attracts success effortlessly. Every thought I have shapes my reality in a positive way. I am a magnet for abundance, happiness, and health. Repeat these every morning and watch how your energy shifts. To truly tap into the quantum energy field, you need consistent daily practices. Here are 3 powerful ones. 1. Meditation for mental clarity. Meditation is a way of calming the mind, allowing for easy transmission of clear, intent-focused energy into the quantum field. Even a 5 to 10 minute daily meditation can significantly alter your energy. Action step. Close your eyes, bring your attention to your breath and say, "I am connected to universal energy." 2. Breath work to raise energy, vibration. Your breath is a direct connection to your life force energy. Controlled, deep breathing raises your vibration, and it becomes easier to align with desired outcomes. Action. Step. Practice the 4-7-8 breathing exercise. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 7, breathe out for 8. Repeat 5 times. 3. Focus. Exercises to strengthen thought power. Because focus is of primary importance, practice your mind to keep a single thought alone for long durations. Action step. Look at a candle flame for 2 minutes straight without glancing away. This builds mental focus, making it easier to visualize. The Master Key system educates us about how everything begins in the mind. Learning that your thoughts are hooked up to universal energy gives you the ability to remodel your life. By doing visualization, affirmations, meditation, and breathing, you can tap your inner energy and connect with the quantum field of infinite possibilities. And don't forget, you do not have to struggle to get things done. You merely need to listen to the proper frequency. The minute you do, the universe reacts. Did you ever stop to think that a mere phrase might open a universe of suppressed potential within you? That words, when correctly comprehended and inhabited, might redefine the way you live in reality? This is the central theme of Three Magic Words by Ule S. Anderson, a book that explores the very nature of consciousness and the potential of the subconscious mind. But what is even more interesting about this notion is that quantum physics verifies it. Science has already demonstrated that our consciousness affects reality, and when we grasp how deeply connected the world is, we start noticing that our beliefs are not merely thoughts. We are literally molding reality. Anderson's work is focused on the phrase, "I am God." Before one's skepticism starts to kick in, it's critical to make something clear about what he was getting at. He wasn't speaking of religious doctrine, and he wasn't hinting at individuals being supreme beings in a religious context. Rather, he was referring to the fact that we are all parts of a higher universal energy. The same energy that creates, supports, and designs the universe. The implication is deep. If all things in the universe are connected, then you too are naturally a part of this vast, infinite intelligence. Quantum entanglement confirms this notion. Researchers have learned that two particles, being entangled, will instantly affect each other, regardless of the distance separating them. This contradicts classical physics and indicates that separation does not exist. If all things in the universe are entangled at a quantum level, then it stands to reason that our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions are not singular. Instead, they ripple across this connected web, affecting the fabric of reality. The observer effect at quantum levels further supports this concept. Physicists have discovered that the act of observation itself influences a particle's behavior. This indicates that consciousness is an active participant in the construction of the physical world. If how we observe something can actually change its state, then our experience of reality is not passive, it's creative and dynamic. This implies that what we anticipate, believe, and concentrate on becomes our reality. But this is the irony. Most of us do not know how influential our subconscious mind really is. The subconscious continuously absorbs information, sifts reality, and verifies the beliefs held at the lowest level. If you have restrictive beliefs, "I am not good enough," or "achieving success is hard," then your subconscious mind will sift through reality to support those beliefs to make them become absolute truths. But if you change the way you think and start to program your subconscious mind with positive belief systems, reality will then change itself to meet those new expectations. And now is the understanding step to unravel secret energy. Step 2 is utilizing it. The Book of Anderson offers an entry point in repatterning the subconscious mind, and blended with what we already know on the subject of quantum mechanics, you can plainly see that reality revolves around believing. By believing you are connected with the energy field of the universe, you tune into limitless opportunities. This change calls for more than mental comprehension. It calls for inner emotional and energetic congruence. One way to do this is through self-concept shifts and affirmations. Telling yourself words of power in the present tense can start to cancel out old programming. Rather than saying, "I hope things will improve," you say, "I am already aligned for success." My energy draws abundance to me easily. The subconscious mind cannot tell reality from fantasy. It merely takes in the prevailing thought patterns and reflects them back as reality. Another deep method of triggering the subconscious is visualization. Neuroscience indicates that the brain cannot tell the difference between an imagined experience vividly and one that actually occurred. As you imagine yourself already experiencing the reality you wish, your subconscious mind starts accepting it as real. This then transmits messages to the quantum field, causing outside conditions to fall into alignment with your inner world. Breathwork and meditation are equally strong tools. As you relax and bring awareness to your breathing, you give space between your thoughts and regain access to the here and now, the space that contains infinite possibilities. Breathwork turns on your parasympathetic nervous system, dropping your stress level and making you more receptive to new programming through your subconscious. While in a meditative state, a repetition of Anderson's words, "I am one with the universe," can change your consciousness from a restricted personal view to one that accepts the oneness of all things. Finally, 3 magic words educates that the universe is not something external to you. It is inside you. Quantum physics affirms this fact by showing that reality is not solid but dynamic, influenced by observation and perception. When you accept that you are intimately linked with the energy that builds worlds, you no longer perceive yourself as distinct from success, love, health, or wealth. You come to understand that these items are just parts of your own energy field, waiting to become resonant with your frequency. This change in consciousness is where the real power is. By transforming your self-perception, rewriting your subconscious, and harmonizing your beliefs with the quantum field, you unleash the dormant energy that has been inside you all along. When this energy is unlocked, manifestation becomes automatic. Not because you are compelling the world to do your bidding, but because you are finally in resonance with the unlimited power that was always available to you. If you've ever been curious about why some individuals seem to effortlessly bring success into their lives while others work tirelessly without achieving anything, the secret may not lie in what they do, but in how they do it. It's their energy. This is the fundamental premise of the Little Book of Manifestation by Astrid Carvel, where the author illustrates that it's through synchronizing your energy and vibration with your wish that it can become a reality. It's not wishful thinking. It's learning how quantum energy, emotions, and the subconscious mind collaborate to create your experiences. At the very center of manifestation is the idea that like attracts like. In other words, if you're always in worry, doubt, or frustration, you're attracting more experiences on an energetic level that are equal to those emotions. Conversely, when you're in a vibration of gratitude, confidence, and certainty, you automatically attract experiences that mirror those good states. Vibration and energy matching. Astrid Carvel describes how all things in the universe, including your thoughts and feelings, have a vibrational frequency. When you hold a thought for long enough, it leaves an energetic impression on your subconscious mind and sends a message to the quantum field. That is why wishing for something is not enough. You must attune to the vibration of what you want. Consider it the same way as tuning a radio. If you wish to listen to classical music, you wouldn't tune your radio to the frequency of rock music and hear Mozart. It's the same if you want to manifest money but always stress about money. Your frequency doesn't match prosperity. What you need to do is to hold the feeling that you already have what you're looking for, even before it comes into your existence. One powerful way to shift your vibration is through acting as if. This doesn't mean reckless spending or pretending to be someone you're not. It means shifting your mindset, to feel as though your desire is already yours. If you're manifesting confidence, start walking, talking, and thinking like someone who already possesses it. If you're manifesting success, carry yourself with the certainty of someone who knows they are on the path to greatness. The role of emotion. In manifestation, emotions are key to this process. In How Emotions Are Made, Lisa Feldman Barrett describes how emotions are not simply responses to the world around us. Instead, they are built by our brains using past experience and expectation. What this means is that by actively changing your emotional state, you can alter how your brain is perceiving and responding to reality. For instance, if you keep repeating to yourself that success is stressful and hard, your subconscious mind will look for proof to support that notion. However, if you start training yourself to connect success with ease, excitement, and happiness, your subconscious will also adapt, allowing opportunities to easily come into your life. A useful exercise for this is emotional anchoring. Recall a moment when you were really happy, confident, or empowered. Close your eyes and recreate that moment, recalling the physical feelings, your stance, your breathing, the emotions surging through you. Now, take that feeling and link it to a new target. If you're manifesting professional success, envision being awarded or offered a dream job while experiencing that same surge of confidence. The more you connect with this emotional state, the more powerful your manifestation ability will be. Daily manifestation routine. Manifestation is not simply a matter of occasional visualizing or affirmations, it's about consistency. Building up a daily routine assists in reinforcing your subconscious programming and maintaining your energy in line with your intentions. Here's an easy but effective manifestation practice drawn from the Little Book of Manifestation. 1. Morning visualization, 5 to 10 minutes. Begin your day with your eyes shut and vividly visualizing your reality that you wish to create. Experience the feelings as if it already exists. If you are manifesting wealth, imagine opening your bank account and viewing the figures you want. If you're manifesting love, imagine being in a loving relationship and experiencing the closeness and love. 2. Journaling and scripting, 5 to 10 minutes. Writing is one of the direct methods to speak with your subconscious mind. Every day, write as if your manifestation is already true. Don't write, "I want to be successful," but rather, "I am so thankful for the wonderful success I'm living." Tell about your perfect day, how you feel, and the experience happening in your life. 3. Practicing gratitude, 2 to 5 minutes. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational frequencies you can be. Even before you manifest, begin thanking for what you already have and what is in the way. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every morning and 3 things at night. This gets your mind in the place of abundance instead of lack, and that accelerates manifestation. 4th, letting go and detaching desperation is one of the biggest manifestation blocks. When you can't stop thinking about something, you're informing the universe that you don't think you possess it. So detach from the result, not abandon hope. That means believing that your desire already is underway and putting attention into the pleasure in the current moment. A good habit for this is set it and forget it. Once you have visualized and written down, just live your day with the assurance that what you desire is already on its way to you. Stop looking for signs all the time. Rather, live life, knowing that the universe is conspiring in your favor. 5. Nighttime reprogramming, 5 to 10 minutes. At night, listen to affirmations or subliminals that support your ideal reality. The subconscious mind is most open immediately before sleep, so it's the ideal time to plant new beliefs. Say affirmations such as, "I am deserving of abundance," "Success comes to me easily," or "I attract love and happiness with ease." The power of faith in manifestation. Manifestation is not merely about methods, it's about believing. The most effective manifestors don't wonder if what they want will materialize. They know it will. That trust is based on profound inner congruence and a sense of knowing that the universe is constantly reacting to your energy. By applying these manifestation methods to your everyday life, you're not merely wishing for change. You're becoming a conscious agent of change, reshaping your subconscious feelings and energy field to manifest your true desires. As you do it more and more, the more effortless it becomes, until the day that you look around to discover that the life that once was in your dreams is now your reality. Picture waking each morning with the profound feeling of clarity and intent, knowing the universe is picking up on your energy in this moment. It is what living with quantum awareness feels like. Once you become aware of quantum entanglement, not as an idea but an experience, you begin to realize the way everything around you is one. Your beliefs, emotions, and thoughts are not merely individual experiences. They are signals that determine the reality surrounding you. What happens when you master quantum entanglement? Mastery of quantum entanglement is to really get that your energy affects everything: your relationships, opportunities, health, and even so-called random events. You no longer feel like a victim of circumstance and begin to see patterns, connections, and synchronicities that lead you to what you want. One of the most significant changes is in your attitude toward time and possibility. You may previously have believed that success in some area took months or years of effort, but as you connect your subconscious with the quantum field, you'll see that events begin to transpire much quicker, sometimes practically instantaneously. It's as though reality itself is curving because of your internal alignment. For instance, suppose you're manifesting a new job. Rather than being stuck in frustration, you tune into the thrill of already having that job. You see it, say it, and let go of resistance. In a matter of days, you bump into someone who, out of the blue, gives you an offer that matches your vision exactly. Coincidence? Or quantum entanglement in action? Real-life stories of quantum manifestation. Millions have felt these changes, even if they didn't consciously grasp the science behind them. Jim Carrey is an example of someone who wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered years before he was successful. He carried it in his wallet, imagined cashing it, and felt the truth of it daily. A few years later, he got a job in Dumb and Dumber for precisely $10 million. Another is Oprah Winfrey, who has publicly described using visualization and energy alignment to manifest her success. She once read The Color Purple and connected so deeply to the character that she wept to the universe, "I need to be in this movie." She soon received an unplanned phone call inviting her to play the role, which catapulted her acting career. These aren't mere lucky breaks. They're proof of quantum manifestation at work. When you get your subconscious in line with the reality you desire, the universe has no option but to reciprocate. Integrating quantum thinking into daily life. So how do you turn this way of thinking into a habit of your life? It begins with awareness and practice. Become an observer. Observe your thoughts and feelings during the day. See how your inner world has a direct impact on outer events. If you find yourself going down a negative spiral, take a break and redirect your energy before it generates unwanted results. Use conscious language. What you say is imbued with energy. Instead of, "I'm always struggling with money," say, "I am learning to bring abundance easily into my life." This subtle change can reprogram your subconscious mind over time. Trust the synchronicities. When those unexpected opportunities, people, or ideas appear in your life, don't dismiss them as coincidence. These are quantum messages that are leading you to your intended reality. Raise your vibration daily. Make time for activities that raise your energy, whether meditation, movement, music, or spending time outdoors. The greater your vibration, the closer you are to the quantum field of possibilities. Detach and flow. The last key is releasing control. Rather than focusing on how your manifestations are going to occur, have faith that the universe is orchestrating the events in your favor. The more you let go, the sooner things fit together. Loving with quantum consciousness isn't about believing in magic. It's about understanding the scientific and energetic principles that govern reality. When you incorporate this knowledge into your everyday life, you'll begin to notice that everything you want is already entangled with you. You just need to claim it. As we've discussed, quantum entanglement is not just a brain-twisting phenomenon in physics. It's the secret to realizing how everything in your life is connected. Your energy, emotions, and thoughts don't exist in a bubble. They're always creating the world around you. When you fully understand this, you become aware that you are not merely a passive participant in life. You are an active creator. Your subconscious mind is the gateway between your quantum field and your physical world. What you input into it, your expectations, beliefs, and emotions, will create what you experience. If you've been unknowingly reinforcing limiting beliefs for years, you may have felt trapped, helpless, or disconnected from your potential. Now, however, you know that by matching your subconscious to the energy of what you want, you can remake your reality. One of the greatest takeaways is that your internal energy has been with you the whole time. It's not something you can learn, it's something you have to awaken it. The texts we've come across, starting from the Master Key System, to 3 magic words, and to the Little Book of Manifestation, all drill one thing down. Your mind is the strongest weapon you possess. Applying these lessons to your life, since you know the science and spirituality of quantum manifestation, now it's time for action. Knowledge without implementation is useless. So here's how you can begin putting these principles into practice today. Reprogram your subconscious. Employ affirmations, visualization, and scripting to reprogram your mental habits. Teach your mind to anticipate success, love, and abundance. Align your energy. Notice how you feel. Your feelings are an immediate indicator of whether or not you are in alignment with your desires or fighting them. Trust the process. Release doubt. If you trust that the quantum field has the power to link everything, then you will also need to have faith that your desires are already in action. Raise your vibration. Practice gratitude, meditation, and mindfulness every day to maintain your energy at a high frequency. Take inspired action. Quantum manifestation is not simply about waiting around for things to occur. When you have an intense gut feeling about taking action on something, take it. It's usually the universe nudging you. By making these shifts, you'll begin to notice subtle yet profound changes in your life. Synchronicities will increase. You'll meet the right people, land unexpected opportunities, and feel a sense of flow and ease that wasn't there before. This is the power of living with quantum awareness. This isn't theory, it's a call to action. The universe is constantly reacting to you, and now that you have the tools to manage your energy, what will you manifest? As soon as you decide to imagine yourself as the creator of your world, your whole reality shifts. Begin today. Change your mind, align your energy, unleash the hidden strength in you. Like and subscribe for more.